Hi everybody, hope everyone's doing well. If not, get well. Let's talk about the miles that followed. And we're continuing with the series of the mile that changed everything. It's been a couple of weeks since I jumped on, shot a few videos for you guys, but work's been hectic, starting to get back down to normalcy. So I have time to actually take a lunch break here and there and get some of this content going for you. So let's talk about the mile that changed everything, but not in the way that most people think. The real shift didn't happen during the race, it happened afterward. Because once you surprise yourself once, your brain asks that dangerous question, can I do it again? That question carries a lot of pressure. And that very next day, when I went to go walk the bridge, the first thing that come to my mind is, you want to jog a mile? And of course, I'm thinking to myself, no, I want to just walk. But with that question carrying pressure, it introduces expectation. Before that mile, there was freedom. No standard, no benchmarks. After it, there's awareness. And awareness can either motivate you or trap you. I have to remind myself that mile wasn't a demand, it was a discovery. Just because you did something once doesn't mean it's owed every time. Progress isn't a contract, it's an invitation, squirrel. And the moment you turn proof into pressure, you risk losing joy. So instead of asking, can I repeat it? I started asking what that moment taught me. That's how growth stays happy. That's how growth stays healthy. Your body changes before your identity does. Your actions evolve before your self-image catches up. That's identity lag. I jogged a mile, but part of me still saw myself as that jog walk guy. And that disconnect, it's very uncomfortable. Before your results say one thing and your inner narrative says another, most people sabotage progress right there. They say, that was a fluke. That won't happen again. That's not really me. But what if it is you now? What if you are the one that's going to continue to jog a mile every day and gradually work your way up to more than a mile? That's my goal. It's not permanent, it's not perfect, but it's present. You don't have to wait for 10 miles or 10 races to update how you see yourself. I've got a race coming up this coming weekend, this coming Sunday, March 8th. It's a yearly race in New Orleans, Shamrock, St. Patrick's Day race. It's one of my favorite races to do locally. Ryan and I are doing that race, and he'll do the half marathon where I'll do the 10K, 6.2 miles. He said he was going to walk with me part of the race because he's just wanting to just complete it. He's not wanting to do it for speed, which is funny that Ryan is going to walk half of this race. Well, I told him yesterday, I said, well, I want to jog as much of it as I can. He said, hey, no problem. I'm going to jog with you. And I thought, Jesus Christ, why did I say something? Why didn't I just say, we're going to walk, we're going to be good? No, I'm going to go ahead and set myself up. But sometimes that 1 mile is enough to earn a new sentence. I'm becoming someone who can. What does that mean? I'm becoming someone that can jog a mile or more every day. Because for me, guys, the best or the something of fulfillment for me would be to be able to jog an entire 5K race. That's what we're going to start at, guys. So here's something else no one talks about. After a breakthrough, fear shows up. No fear of failure, but fear of losing progress. You start thinking, what if I can't do it again? What if that was my peak? What if that mile is all I can do? What if I mess up? What if I fall? What if I trip? What if I stumble? Those are thoughts that go through my mind every time I do a race. When I start to pick up the pace to jog, I'm gonna fall. I've had a fear of falling nearly my entire life. And if those of you that don't know, about 15 years ago, I got hit in the parking lot as I was going into work one morning. Yes, nearly 600 pounds. A lady hit me in the parking lot, struck me with her vehicle, Toyota Tundra. I had a joke for years that in my belly was the emblem of a Toyota. Anyways, squirrel. That fear doesn't mean you're weak. It means you care. But progress wasn't never meant to be protected. It was meant to be practiced. Some days you'll walk more. Some days you'll jog less. Some days you'll feel slower. And none of that erases what you've already proven. Growth isn't fragile. Belief just needs repetition. Your old self is persuasive. It knows your shortcuts, your excuses, your comfort zones. And that mile, my old self whispered, let's not push it. Let's stay safe. Let's not expect more. But here's the truth. Your old self doesn't get to negotiate your future. And that is something I tell myself every day. Not because it's bad, but because it's outdated. The old Michael is gone in more ways than one. Respect where you came from. I do. I respect where I came from. But don't let it run the meeting anymore. Progress requires new leadership. I didn't post that mile immediately that I jogged in Pensacola. I didn't announce it everywhere because not everything needs to be proven publicly. Now, there was a point in time after I talked to those that were the closest to me that I jogged a mile, received the accolades. Not that I was looking for the accolade, but the people that mean something to me, that support me, I wanted them to know, hey, I just finished this race and the first mile I jogged the entire mile. Immediately, accolades, phone calls, texts, just how proud they were. And I appreciated that. I did, and I do. But it was something that I did not know I could do. Some confidence is meant to be carried, not displayed. Quiet confidence says, I know what I did, I know what I'm capable of, I don't need approval to keep going. And I think for me, that means more than just the race. I don't need your approval to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing what means something to me. When you stop performing progress for others, you start building it for yourself. Till next time, kids.